Okay, today I wanted to make a quick video to talk about someone very, very, very special. Today I'm gonna talk about the best trader, arguably of course, who ever lived. Let's say one of the best traders who ever lived. Can you guess who's that? Okay, some people may say Jesse Livermore. Yes, Jesse Livermore was really, really good, but he did kill himself at the end. So for me, no, his methods work, but, and his book, if you want to read How to Make Money in Stocks by Jesse Livermore, is a really good book. But he didn't follow his own rules because human psyche is what gets you at the end. So today, so it's not Jesse Livermore. This one is dead. Okay. I'm gonna talk about George Soros. Yes, George Soros developed a theory about the financial markets that's really, really, really powerful. Absolutely powerful. Not easy to understand. It requires dedication. Okay? You have to put in the time. But it's really, as I said, powerful. He developed a theory that's called reflexivity. What is reflexivity? Fundamentals influence the price, and then the price influences the fundamentals. So everything, it's a reflexive process. Reflexive processes. Anyway. And a trader is trying to trade a market which he is a part of. And if you want to see something how it is, actually is, he should see himself from outside. Okay? If you see yourself from inside, you know, you can see the reality. And that's everything, by the way, not only in trading, in everything. Okay, so his approach of trading made him probably more than 100 billion. He made really, really good money. Yeah, he is known for having made 1 billion in one day in 1992, blah, blah, blah. Bank of England, you know the story. Okay, so let's look at some main lessons from Soros and his associate at that time, Stanley Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller is also one of the greatest money managers in the world. We'll be back to Stanley Druckenmiller at some time. He said about Soros that Soros is the best loss taker he's ever seen. Soros doesn't care whether he wins or loses on a trade. If a trade doesn't work, he's confident enough, but his ability to win on other trades, that he can easily walk away from the position. No hesitation. If it hits a stop, you are out. No question asked. And this is another very important, beautiful lesson. In the last video, I think, I shared some idea that to make money every now and then you have to be a pig. Soros has taught me that when you have tremendous conviction on a trade, you have to go for the jugular. It takes courage to be a pig. It takes courage to ride a profit with huge leverage. So maybe every now and then you have to be a fat, greedy pig. That's different from this. Okay, this is Jim Rogers, one of their friends also. Analyst. This guy is an analyst. He's not a trader. He probably sucks at trading. He makes mistakes. He doesn't think as a risk taker. He just is an analyst. But anyways, this means that this is just bulls make money, bears make money, and lambs or pigs, if you will, get slaughtered. That's the meaning of this photo. Now, yeah, if you wanna go further, I'm gonna share with you something from the book Soros on Soros, Staying Ahead of the Curve. This is written in a form of interview, okay? I'm gonna show you some very interesting things about Soros. How do you find out when things are going wrong? This is what Soros says. I feel the pain. I rely a great deal on animal instincts. When I was actively running the fund, I suffered from backache. I used the onset of acute pain as a signal that there was something wrong in my portfolio. The backache didn't tell me what was wrong, Lower back for short positions, left shoulder for currencies. But it didn't prompt me to look for something amiss when I might not have done so otherwise. That is not the most scientific way to run a portfolio. Yeah, of course, scientists don't make 100 billion. But this is really, really one of the greatest traders in the world. And yeah, animal instincts, intuition, instincts. Let's say it's instincts. Told you this was going to be very special, right? Isn't it? Isn't it special? Yeah. He's done some lessons or courses or lectures, lectures at university. You can watch them for free in YouTube. It's a 5 series, okay? And they exist also in a written format, in a book, if you prefer to read. And this, his son, Robert Soros, said, my father will sit down and give you theories to explain why he does this or that. But I remember seeing it as a kid and thinking, Jesus Christ, at least half of this is bullshit. I mean, the reason he changes his position on the market or whatever is because his back starts killing him. Pain in his back. It has nothing to do with reason. He literally goes into a spasm. And it's this early warning sign. If you're around him a long time, you realize that to a large extent, he is driven by temperament. Yeah, Warren Buffett also talks about temperament. But he is always trying to rationalize what are basically his emotions, i.e., awareness, conscience. George Soros said, I want to be the conscience of the world. Yeah, when he was a kid, I think he fantasized himself as God. Okay. Yeah, there is also there are amazing statements. I will show them maybe. And he is living in a constant state of not exactly denial, but rationalization of his emotional state. And it's very funny. Robert Soros on his father, George Soros. Well, at this point, you are probably thinking, this doesn't make sense. This is not scientific. This is illogic. And you're probably right. This is not scientific. This is not science. This is alchemy. This is the alchemy of finance. And this is what Soros said about the subject. Scientific method seeks to understand things as they are, while alchemy seeks to bring about a desired state of affairs. To put it another way, the primary objective of science is truth, that of alchemy, operational success. Let's go through that book fast and see. This is how it's structured. Part one, he explains reflexivity, and then he goes at how he applied it to make some billions. Okay, I want you to see now the conceptual framework. Where it is, yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. This is very similar to stage analysis, where you have stage one neglect, then stage two uptrend, accumulation, with few successful tests that succeed and price goes higher. We have here usually few bases, 4, 5, 6 bases, and the last one, price goes parabolic and reaches a twilight as the trend is no longer sustainable. Why? Because this is built on a lie. Reflexivity. And here, distribution. Weak hands start buying. Those who bought here are now shorting or selling, and the process starts the other way. Stage 4, capitulation. Okay, and he goes reflexivity in Forex. Yeah. Okay. If you are thinking now, no, this is not scientific, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you are right. We have, evolution goes through stages. You have pre-rational. Okay, this is when you are a kid and you are illogic, and then you become scientific, rational, scientific, rational, and then you grow. You continue growing. Evolution never stops. Growth never stops either. Post-rational. Here, when you are at this stage, you are completely capable of logic and go beyond logic. You are post-rational. Now, I can continue talk about this forever, but I have to stop here because I don't want the video to be very long. But this is, remember this, evolution never stops. If you stop evolving, there are people who don't stop evolving. This is the process of transcendence. Transcend and include. Each stage transcends, means goes above, and includes. This goes beyond this. It transcends the science, and it goes and it includes it. It includes it. It doesn't hate it. Okay, post-rational doesn't hate rational. No, it completely comprehends it. It includes it. Because if it hates it, i.e., if there is rejection, okay, if it rejects it so much, you know what that becomes? Can you guess? It becomes allergy. And if it stays too much with it, like it doesn't want to transcend it, do you know what's that? That's addiction. Addiction is not only drugs. You can have food allergy, you can have sex allergy, you can have scientific allergy, you can have ethnocentric allergy, like religions. Some people are allergic to religions, and some people are addicted to some ideas, and that's called fundamentalism. We have market fundamentalism, we have Islamo-fundamentalism, we have Christiano-fundamentalism. Okay, you get the point. Fundamentalism, absolutism. It's when you think that only your way is true and everything else is garbage. Okay? That's the process of evolution. That's what Soros uses. That's evolutionary dynamics. And you know the beauty of this? It happens in you. Either you want it or not. Either you like it or not. Either you know it or not. Okay? So I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to leave you with a short video to end up with.
Everybody, with no exceptions, has some sort of map or framework with which they see, interpret, and thus experience the world. A partial, fragmented, limited, and broken map, even a good one, will produce a partial, fragmented, limited, and broken life. Whereas a full, complete, and robust map has the potential to produce a full, complete, and robust life. We didn't exactly choose the map we have now, but we can always choose to use a different map, to change our outlook, and to alter our trajectory through this miracle called your life. But still, you have to actually make a determined effort to use it. You have to put the insights you glean from it into action. You have to let it change the way you see the world and everything in it. So, make your map and your perspective an integral one. Make it a third-tier perspective. Make it anchored in overmind and supermind. Make it as full and complete as you can. And your life will start to become full and complete, too. Right before your eyes, it will blossom in a million beautiful forms. Strive to make all subjects object. Find your true self, supermind, and ultimate suchness. Then ensure that this new form of your now reconstituted relative self, your manifest self, through which you navigate the world, is a cosmic one, as full and complete as it can be. Full to infinity, radiant to eternity, charged with infinite superabundance, luminous clarity, and multidimensional capacities. Transform your body and mind. Orient your being to its truest intent, which is a life spent discovering its deepest purpose and knowing its ultimate concerns. Your heart, the size of a local galaxy. Your brain, the nature of an exploding supernova. Your inherent compassionate intent, embracing all of Gaia. Your consciousness, fully awakened to itself, emerging from the one stream of consciousness. Become the single greatest you to be found in all possible worlds. Do this, and welcome to your place in history, as history. Many blessings and thanks to you all.